Ladies and gents, welcome to the video. I'm GetGoodGuy. This is Battlefield 5, and it's another day where we focus upon trying to have fun, be humorous, and not take things too seriously. If you take any of this stuff literally today, well, that's your fault because I just warned you not to, so yeah, maybe you want to have a look at that. This is about making fun of ourselves and others and having a laugh. So recently, I went through my 20 types of players in Battlefield 5, and today we're going through my 20 types of enemies specifically and our perception of them. So a more specific way of looking at things. Your job is to watch, enjoy, let me know which one is your favorite in the comments below and any you think I missed out, and let's get straight into this. Enemy type number 1 is the social distancer. Now, at least where I'm from, the official guidance is to stay at least 2 meters away from people when you're out doing your essential business. And on Battlefield, it seems like war would be essential business. But for the social distancer, let's try something like 2 miles. Because this dude, and I'm going to say dude and guy all through the video, I do mean males and females and everything in between, please don't be offended. God, 2020 is hard. This dude isn't catching anything. Not COVID-19, not feelings, not a friendship, nothing. They are miles away at the edge of the map without a care in the world and without a chance of actually affecting the result of the game. At my specific geographic location, we say people are so far off that they're playing in like Uganda or something. Well, even that's not far enough away for this player. This dude is playing in a whole different dimension. The human construct of time doesn't even exist there, hence why he's able to stay in these completely uninvolved positions for hours on end, days on end, weeks on end, whatever, without a second of doubt about how they're spending their leisure time. Enemy type number 2 is the ill-informed bayonet boy. So you know those players that panic melee and it's hilarious to watch them swing their little T-Rex arms at clear air, allowing you to take in the glorious moment of gaming humiliation before producing new holes for their face to enjoy. Well, those times being the pinnacle of this are gone. We have an evolved form now, the complete panic bayonet, and I freaking love this, man. It's hilarious to me. Sure, the bayonet can be good, but some people use it as if they're asleep at the wheel, doing random chance bayonets across the map, or bayoneting out of spawn, which actually ends up seeing them make little progress due to needing to walk like a 130-year-old afterwards. It's just great. The ill-informed bayonet decision-making process usually comes with a side of poor gun skill, due to the fact they're choosing a random bayonet over using their primary weapon so often, and because they get little opportunity to then actually practice firing their weapon, due to decisions such as going for random ass bayonets from 80 meters away. It's a vicious cycle and it's brilliant, long may it continue. Enemy type number 3 is the corpse impersonator. You can't tell if they're dead or alive, which is in no way related to the game featuring some hand-to-hand combat and then massive amounts of jiggle physics. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then it's likely very confusing, and if you're underage, please don't Google it. If you do know, then bouncy bouncy. Anyway, the corpse impersonator has a degree in imitating a still life picture with a body in it, obviously, which would be a weird painting, and minor amounts of cultivating pungent body odor over the course of many days lying in the dirt. Absolutely charming, would totally bring home to meet the parents. Enemy type number 4 is the bush Wookiee. You may have heard the term before. You know Wookiees from Star Wars, and it looks like they're kind of wearing a ghillie suit, really. And then you know bushes, I assume. You know the ones with leaves, not the other thing. People that use, this isn't scripted, by the way. People that use, so I'm gonna laugh all the way through. People that use the bushes to be a bush Wookiee, they're a thing. They hide in the bush, they're kind of camouflaged, they're in a game without great visibility. Don't argue about this, we all know it's true, especially when you're using something like a bush. And some of you are gonna say that's how it should be, and some of you are gonna say that's awful. I don't want to get into it today, please. Regardless, the point is this person embodies the bush. They've spent time studying the bush, mimicking their movements, or lack thereof movement. The most they'll do is crawl around in it, trying to get a sightline on someone and trying to avoid the leaves covering their scope. We all know these guys exist. In fact, the bush Wookiee is a common sight on the battlefield. David Attenborough need not worry about the numbers of this breed still in existence. Enemy type number 5 is not Stoddy. I said that really weird. But most of you will know who that is. He's an epic sniper on PC. He's absolutely phenomenal. He's cultivated his skills over years of playing Battlefield, and a lot of people out there are not him, but they try to be him. They'll use a bolt-action rifle all the time, and more power to them if they enjoy that, that's fine, but they are definitely not Stoddy. Going for quick scopes and no scopes and drag scopes and flip scopes and boom scopes and whoop scopes. I didn't know where that was going, but I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. And missing 99.9999967999% of them, because of course they are, they're not Stoddy. Enemy type number 6 is Mr. Revenge. So you kill the person and they come back and you kill them again, and they come back and you kill them again, and they come back and you kill them again, because they're doing it without using any thought, rage just taken over them. They're being filled with salt, apoplectic with frustration. The fact you've killed them 9 times will not stop them coming back. All they want is that one kill and they can claim they're the victor, which absolutely isn't true. What are you doing? Go to an objective, try and kill someone else. Stop running at a fortified position where you've got no advantage at a person with a head glitch using a long-range weapon and thinking you're going to do anything useful, Mr. Revenge. Buck up your life choices, buddy, in Battlefield, and try to get rid of the tag of Mr. Revenge. Enemy type number 7 still only uses MMGs. If you want to do this, that's cool, but I mean, it's still funny to me, and we're making fun of everyone, so it's fine. MMGs were at one point very, very potent. Visibility was even worse than it is now. MMGs required less bullets to kill. They were laser accurate. They were a scourge of the battlefield, and people using them here, there, and everywhere was a regular sight, and as annoying as it was, you could understand why it was happening. Now, if you're only using MMGs in their weaker form with better visibility, but still not great, then you're either a lover of MMGs, very stubborn, or missing a few connections in the old brain matter. But whatever, that's fine. This is just another enemy I had to list, so that is the still only uses MMG person. Good. Enemy type number 8 is the clan warrior. Okay, I likely don't have footage of this to demonstrate, but just imagine I'm a member of a clan. So you load into a lobby and you see me and then 4, 5, 7, 9, 28 other people with the clan tag that I've got, and you know you're going to have a horrible time as these guys dominate the lobby. The game won't move them about at all between rounds usually. You're just trying to have a little fun and play casually, and they're spending their leisure time studying the map, working on callouts, and comparing their movements with recognized military tactics. Enemy type number 9 is holy lag balls. Again, likely not much of a way to demonstrate this, but I could chop the footage up a bit to kind of simulate it, which hopefully I've done. There are more of these people now than ever before because DICE keeps shutting down servers in different parts of the world. Cheers, DICE, that's great. We know your game isn't doing well, but stopping us from playing it in effective ways isn't really a smart decision. Yes, there's a mini little rant there, hope you enjoyed. But yeah, holy lag balls everywhere, has me saying it all the time. People playing in South Africa that now can't play in South Africa and have to play in Germany. That's awesome, great stuff, that's always going to go well. Enemy type number 10, the AIMBOT. Okay, this is on PC, we all know it's a thing. People that cheat, people that use hacking software, people that are hitting headshots with the aimbot all the time. It's annoying, it's lame, usually using weapons with a large ammo capacity like the Lewis gun you're seeing on screen right now. I don't have to say much about this, these guys suck. I hope they all catch butt rabies and have extreme difficulties finding a significant other that doesn't have Cheetos dust perpetually stuck under their fingernails and with a prevailing sense of underachievement following them round everywhere they go. That was an incredibly hard sentence to say without rehearsal. I hope you appreciate that. Enemy type number 11 is the Uber aimer. Okay, so the aimbot guy, but not. This person can just aim really, really well and they're extremely difficult to play against. More power to them, fantastic they got that skill set. Big 'em up, big 'em up, big 'em ups. Probably never gonna say that ever again in my entire life. Enemy type number 12, the teabag. Okay, so this person teabags whenever they get a kill. It's not cool. I think it's really super lame, but it says more about them than it does about you. Maybe you killed them 5 times and then they kill you once and they come and teabag you for like 40 straight seconds. Honestly, you're the victor here. If someone's going around teabagging all the time, then you already won. And I heard a saying recently that was, how can you be disrespected by someone else that doesn't respect themselves? Because anyone that teabags without good reason, I imagine has no self-worth at all. And I like to think that every time you wake up in the morning, you have a long string of drool attaching you to the pillow and morning breath like a farmyard. Enemy type number 13, ONLYUSEMEBLADE. So ONLYUSEMEBLADE was, and debatably still is, a content creator. He used to play on Call of Duty where he'd just go around trying to knife people only. Some of you might remember him. Well, some people try to get melee and finisher kills on Battlefield all the time, but that's not what I'm going to talk about here because I did a little research about this guy once I thought of him for this video, and he's now a deplorable, absolute disgusting animal if you didn't know. There's footage of him literally throwing animals around, he gropes women on stream frequently, he says racist things all the time, and this is often exacerbated by his alcohol problem, which is a genuine thing. Addictions are a disease, that's not the issue, but when you tie it all in together, he's not in a great spot, let's say. I hope he gets better where the alcohol is concerned, but in terms of his personality, he's a human dumpster fire. Enemy type number 14, the slug. You know those guys that crawl around the map like 75% of the time? I call them slugs. Slugs actually crawl everywhere, by the way. If you need somewhat of a lesson in the animal kingdom, slugs can't walk, they can't run, they can't fly. If you don't know that, then the education system is failing you. But regardless, in Battlefield, slugs. Enemy type number 15 is the crouchy boy. Okay, so kind of like the slugs, but crouching. People that crouch walk everywhere around the map. I have a friend that used to do this, and maybe still does this on Destiny. Mike, you gotta stop crouch walking everywhere. It's not gonna help you. And when I see people doing this in Battlefield, I just go, oh, that's so cute. Yes, that's the actual voice I use. What are you gonna do about it? Enemy type number 16, the flanker. Nothing Nothing wrong with this guy, it's smart. I hold my hand up and say I'm one of these as well, but it's really annoying to play against. People that look to flank all the time, that look to split attention, or come from an angle that people aren't watching, it's hugely beneficial. You can come in, pick up easy kills, and affect the battle. Enemy type number 17, the flare spammer. Very simple, very short. They fire the flare off, they go to a resupply station, they fire a couple more, they wait a bit longer, they get a couple more flares, they fire them off again. It's really useful. It's great. If you do this and you're on my team, thank you very much. If someone does it on the enemy team, as we're talking about, try to shoot them down as often as you can. Yes, you can shoot flares. And honestly, the point totals that people get for just firing a flare in the air is crazy. But fair enough, dice. Enemy type number 18, the meta abuser. Again, very simple. These people find out what the best thing is in the game and they'll use it all the time. They will not deviate. They're like a machine, really. They just go for the most logical option only. Fun isn't important unless it's killing people with the best thing in the game. So I've shown the type 2A here. It's no longer the best thing in the game, but it does hark back to a time when this was the thing that 90% of people seem to be using and nobody really had any fun. Enemy type number 19 is the spray and prayer. Why aim when you don't want to aim? This person often uses SMGs, runs around with gay abandon. Yes, that's a phrase that's been lost to the passing of time. But yeah, they spray and they pray. That's basically it. They spray around, they'll see if they hit something. If they do, good. If they don't, they're used to it. And enemy type number 20, I'm gonna call CRONUS user because can't aim. Screw you guys. Those people that use CRONUS maxed so that they don't have any recoil on console and whatever else, you suck. You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck. And those are my 20 types of enemies in Battlefield 5 in 2020, and I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know which one you thought was the best and any you think I missed, and like the video if you did have a good time. It really does help me out. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing and turning on notifications to stay up to date with the massive amount of content I've been putting out and will continue to put out, and all the links to my social media including Patreon can be found in the description and my pinned comment. Here is the Board of Awesome for the epic people who already support me on Patreon. They're all absolute heroes and I love them all deeply and of course often. If you want to join them on the Board of Awesome, the link to the Patreon page is in the description and my pinned comment. And with that all said, I'm GetGoodGuy and I'll see you next time. Laters. They rage at everything. If they die, they rage. If the player next to them bumps them a little bit, they rage. If they can't climb something in the game, they rage. And honestly, this is starting to sound like me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm talking about me. But I don't live in my mum's basement, so it can't be me. It's someone else, like me, but in a basement.